Before starting Full Moon Features, Charles Band founded Empire Pictures following his dissatisfaction with how studios handled his previous films. Founded in 1983, the company specialized primarily in fantasy, science fiction, and horror films, many of which have become cult classics. The first few films released through Empire included The Alchemist, The Dungeon Master, and Ghost Warrior, all released between 1983 and 1984. Around this time, Band received a sci-fi script, which Danny Bilson and Paul DeMeo rewrote. The script was about a time-traveling cop, but Bilson, DeMeo, and Band decided to add film noir elements. For the cast, they hired Tim Thomerson, who Band worked with on Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared's Sin, as the lead. At Thomerson's suggestion, they also hired a relatively unknown Helen Hunt and stand-up comedian Biff Maynard, with whom Thomerson worked. The result was the sci-fi action film Trancers, released in 1984. In 2247, Jack Death, Tim Thomerson, is a cop hunting down Trancers, zombie-like people being controlled by an evil mastermind. After an incident at a diner, Jack is told by his superior McNulty, Art LaFleur, to meet the High Council. The council informs him that the mastermind behind the Trancers, Whistler, Michael Stefani, lives and is retreated to the past. Using a process called going down the line, he's inhabited his ancestor's body and hunted down the counselor's ancestors. Jack's consciousness is sent into his ancestor's body in 1985 to track down Whistler and bring him to justice. In the past, he meets Alina, Helen Hunt, a punk girl his ancestor picked up at a bar. He asks her for help finding the counselor's ancestors, but she's initially reluctant until she encounters some Trancers. With her help, Jack works to track down the ancestors before Whistler gets to them.
I want Hap Ashby. I'm tired of dealing with worthless vermin. Now step forward, Ashby, or I'll kill the lot of you!
Oh, bums!
Even though aspects of the film are slightly dated, Trancers still works thanks to its fantastic story and talented cast. Tim Thomerson nails it as Jack Death, perfectly capturing the look and attitude of a film noir detective. His sarcastic attitude, smart-ass quips, and tremendous charisma make him an instantly likable and believable leading man.
Nice tan. It's very Christmassy.
Yeah, well, thanks.
To match his attitude and charisma, Helen Hunt does a great job and has fantastic chemistry with Thomerson. Michael Stefani is a good villain, and Art LaFleur is entertaining as the hard-ass police lieutenant. Charles Band's direction is on point, and he manages to stretch the film's low budget as far as possible. Bilson and DeMeo's script is well written, and the concept of time travel is unique and ahead of its time. Trancers is one of the more unique sci-fi action films of its time. Many crew members from Trancers worked at Full Moon, including David Allen, Ted Nicolau, and John Carl Buechler. Allen did stop-motion effects for many Full Moon movies. Nicolau directed the Subspecies franchise, and Buechler worked on makeup effects. Bilson and DeMeo went on to write and direct Zone Troopers for Empire, reuniting Tim Thomerson and Art LaFleur. After Empire fell and Full Moon started, Band decided to resurrect the Trancers into a franchise totaling 5 sequels. In addition to film noir, Trancers also takes inspiration from Blade Runner, even hiring Jim Winfield, who designed the spinners. Admittedly, I would have liked more scenes in the future setting and further explanation how the Trancers work. Even so, this is a fantastic hidden gem of a sci-fi film that more than earns its cult status. Overall, Trancers is a solid sci-fi noir that launched a popular cult franchise.
Well, Phil, I hope you enjoyed yourself again.